Welcome to the latest Judgement Eternal Champions video. My name is Andrew Galea, the game's creator. This is another one of my weekly videos, and today is a special one. We're releasing Mythic Shrines. We've talked about them for a little while, so I'll go and dive in what Mythic Shrines are all about. And on my left here you can see the Hall of Eternal Champions. So if you're new to the game, if you go to hallofeternalchampions.com, this website has everything you need to know about the game, including all the rules. You can search for heroes and gods and all this kind of thing. So if you are new, check out hallofeternalchampions.com. There's also links to all the there's links to the apps as well. So there's a Hall of Eternal Champions app on both the Android and iOS app stores. So you can see all the rules. You can view cards. You can also create warbands. So if you look here, you've got my warbands. And on the apps themselves, you can play a game. So haven't had a chance to look at it, please check it out, Hall of Eternal Champions. I'm in dark mode here, but obviously there's also light mode, in case you're wondering why it's so dark. Okay, so on here, the reason why I've got this open is because Mythic Shrines are now part of the rules, and we've actually got a digital rule book coming on Hall of Eternal Champions. If you go under rules, the existing PDF, which is version 2.6 of the game, is still available, but we're now porting the rules into a digital rule book. The beauty of this is it's all fully searchable by keyword, and everything is in here that you'll need to do. So you can go to effigies, and there's all rules around effigies, and they pop up into a nice thing like this. The mobile apps will be able to search these rules as well. So for example, you can search something like effigy, and it'll give you every document that got the word effigy in it, Ista, and you'll get every ones that have Ista in it as well. So it's pretty instantaneous. This is live on the internet, so it's cached, so it's super fast. But yep, so the whole rule book is not here. We're still porting it. As you can see, we've got like hero cards on here as well, so you can see the cards. There's a lot of things from the rule book itself. We are slightly updating it as we're porting it to make it better for digital format, and also obviously it includes all the 2.7 changes. So this is still coming now as we speak, but the reason why I'm showing it is because Mythic Shrines are now here in the rules. Now, what are Mythic Shrines? So Mythic Shrines are just normal shrines that have special powers, and they can be denoted on when you're doing a map design. So if I just go to here, might as well just read what this says. So if a shrine designated as a Mythic Shrine, it generates fate the same way as existing shrines. So first of all, Mythic Shrines are exactly the same. So you get 1 fate if it's on your side of the center line, 2 fate if you get the opponents, if it's on the opponent's side of the center line, and D3 if the shrine's on the center line. Now what it also do is, if they're denoted as a Mythic Shrine, they also give a blessing. Now blessings are only accessible by heroes with certain attributes. So it could be for assassins, or heroes with res 0, or defenders, or all these kind of classes and roles that the heroes have. They come into play for Mythic Shrines, and this is the first time we're actually having rules in the game that are influenced by that color text around whether it's an assassin or it's a bruiser or things like that, which is pretty exciting for us as well. It's something we wanted to do for a while, and Mythic Shrines do that. So there's 2 ways Mythic Shrines can appear on maps. They can be either fixed, so if you're a map designer and you design a map, you can fix what the blessing is on that shrine, or you can have it random. Now these operate very much the same as monster pits, so it's very easy to pick up what Mythic Shrines are like, because they're just like monster pits in a lot of ways, right? They're generated, if they're random, they're generated at the start of the game, and just like the monster, the blessing will stay in play until it is claimed. So just to be clear here, if someone claims a Mythic Shrine but they can't take the blessing remains. So the blessing remains until someone a hero who can take the blessing gets the blessing, and then it's randomized again the next time it is done, or it refreshes if it's a fixed blessing shrine. So if you look at this, you've got 10 Mythic Shrines are getting launched right now as part of the game. Now we have updated 5 of the 8 tournament maps to include Mythic Shrines, and I'll get to that later. Now one of the things I want to be, before I go any further, for existing players, the rule where if the shrine's on the center line and you can purchase magical artifacts, that was always how it was. Now that is now a Mythic Shrine blessing, and it's actually the treasure trove one. So I'll start with that one. But so from now on, that rule where the center shrines on the center line are always where you can buy, it's not like that anymore. They operate as a D3 normal shrine. Now on maps where they're denoted as a Mythic Shrine, they actually can have that power. So Treasure Trove is essentially the one that we've got today. That is the way that center shrines work today. So if it's a Mythic Shrine, that's a Treasure Trove, has a Treasure Trove blessing. While controlling this shrine, during step 3 of the communion phase, the hero that claimed this blessing may buy, sell or trade magical artifacts. But the twist is, heroes equipped with one or more magic artifacts cannot claim this blessing. So if a hero has got another artifact already, they cannot claim the blessing. It's only heroes without it. So it's a bit of a twist, but otherwise it operates exactly the same. So very clear, the shrines on the center line are no longer automatic treasure trove. They have to be denoted that way, and if they are, but the rule has changed that you have to have no magical artifacts to be able to buy magical artifacts at that time. So I think that basically explains it. So claiming a blessing, when a hero claims a Mythic Shrine brownie, that hero may claim its blessing if they are eligible. Once the blessing's been claimed, the Mythic Shrine becomes a standard shrine until the start of the next communion phase. At the start of the next communion phase, the Mythic Shrine regains a blessing. And if it's fixed, it'll be a fixed blessing, and if it's new one, it'll be a new one. So let's go through the 10 Mythic Shrines, and then we'll go from there. So we've got this one, Beastmaster. While controlling this shrine, during step 3 of the communion phase, a monster model within 5 hexes of the shrine may be pushed up to 2 hexes in any direction, and only heroes with Summoner or Monster Slayer innate abilities may claim this blessing. So it's things like Cain, Brock, I think Zathon, they all have the Monster Slayer ability, or if you're a Summoner, like a Zarin, Gendris, all those ones that can summon, Ramona, they all can use this. So you can push a monster within 5 up to 2 hexes in any direction. The Blood Altar one. While controlling this shrine during step 3 of the communion phase, the hero that claimed its blessing may merely perform a charge action for 0 AP plus the cost of chosen basic melee weapon. Only heroes of the Assassin class may claim this Blood Altar blessing. So Zonya, Rakir, the Assassin class, if they get this, they can charge in the communion phase for 0 AP plus their weapon cost. So that's good. So this is one thing to be clear here, right? The model has to actually claim the shrine. So if the opposing team is contesting, or if the shrine's contested, no one gets the blessing. So if an assassin has claimed the shrine, uncontested, they get the fate, they then can use the blessing. So that's the Blood Altar one. Elemental. So this one's a good one. The nearest enemy model within 5 hexes of the shrine gains a condition determined by rolling 2d6. This is similar to what Gonsoku's level 3, I want to say is. And only heroes of the controller class may claim this blessing. So there's a lot. The controller class is one of the biggest groups of heroes. So there's anyone who's a controller, controls the shrine, they can automatically apply one of the conditions by rolling 2d6 and looking at that table. Elemental blessing. The Gladiator blessing. While controlling this shrine, during step 3 of the communion phase, the hero that claims a blessing gains +1 res until the end of the current round. Only heroes of the Bruiser class. Now a lot of bruisers, in fact most bruisers have res 1. So if they manage to get this, they're actually going to get res 2 till the end of the current round, which is huge. That's a really good one for those bruisers. That was Gladiator. Holy Grail. Okay, the hero that claimed this blessing may choose a friendly model within 3 hexes. The chosen model removes all conditioned and heals 5, and only enhancers of the enhancer class can get this. And once again, enhancers is one of the biggest. It's very broad category of heroes, so they can remove all conditions and heal a hero 5 within 3 of the shrine. So if this kind of thing's in the center, it can be very powerful, very, very much fought over. Lightning Rod. This one does. All right, the nearest enemy model within 5 hexes of the shrine is attacked with the weapon below. For the duration of this attack, the shrine is considered a friendly model to the hero that claimed the blessing. If 2 or more hero models are equidistant from the shrine, the controlling player chooses the target. This is a lightning attack. It's Mag 8, Reach 5, a 3/5/7, hits pretty hard, and it's got a combat maneuver 2s. The model damaged by this attack gains stun. Only the heroes with res 0 may claim this blessing. So a lot of the bruisers and all the tanks can't do this. So it has to be someone other than that can do it, but they'll get this. Now, those who played V1 Judgement all those years ago, this was one of the Shrine of Eldir. This is one of the god shrines that we had. So it's back, which is amazing. Now, it's important to say it becomes a friend. So it becomes a friend to the warband, right? So things like Bastion's Aura will help this. Or if it's targeting someone next to Ramona, she'll help give an extra dice as well. And if it kills the model, it's a friendly model, so the soul will go to the nearest friendly model that is eligible to contain the soul. So this is a huge one. Lightning Rod. Okay. Nullstone. Well, the controlling player may use Nullstone if they control the thing. If the Nullstone is used, the opposing player cannot call the effigy power during the current round. Heroes with the Defender innate ability cannot claim this blessing. This is a big one, right? There's so many gods that really want to be able to call their EP at particular times. If there's a Nullstone on the board and a non-defender claims it, they can stop the opponent doing it. Obviously, if teams have called it, it doesn't. It won't do anything, but you can still claim the blessing to reset it. All right, it's Nullstone. Shadowgate. The hero that claimed the blessing may be placed in unoccupied hex. That is a porting hex of a teleportation gate, hex anywhere on the battlefield. That adjacent to the effigy, adjacent to a shadow orb anywhere in the battlefield. It doesn't have to be friendly shadow orb. It could be adjacent to any shadow orb in the battlefield, and adjacent to a model with one or more shadow mist tokens attached to it. So this could be a friend or an enemy. So if only heroes with the shadow innate ability may claim this blessing. So anyone that has the shadow in it, and that's things like Yorgoth, Rakir, Cradle, now they can automatically move around the battlefield to either the opponents. Has to be their own effigy, but it can be the opponent's orbs, it can be the opponent's shadow mist, or it can be their own. That's a really good one. Treasure Trove we've been through, that's the one where you can buy, swap or sell. Well, obviously, so only buy because you can't have items in the first place. And Well of Souls, the last one. The hero that claimed this blessing may choose one of the following. Bank a soul as though they were adjacent to their effigy. Attempt to harvest a soul anywhere on the battlefield as though they were adjacent to that soul. Huge. And only heroes with a soulless class may claim this blessing. So if you get a soul gazer or a soulless, not all soulless are soul gazers. I think Styx is a soulless. There's a couple of that are soulless that aren't soul gazers. I think Sana is as well. Now, when they're adjacent to this, they can harvest a soul anywhere in the battlefield as if they were adjacent. It's pretty huge, or they can bank a soul if they've got one on them. It's just banking one soul. If they've got multiple, they can only bank one of them. So it's a pretty big one as well. So that's it. So we're really pleased with these. They're a lot of fun. They add a bit more random element to some of the maps, and but we've made them difficult to claim, right? So they can be just normal. For a lot of games, they're just going to be normal shrines. But for some games, they're going to be, for certain heroes and hero types, they're going to be really sought after. So if you're playing with or against those hero types and that particular shrine pops up, it's going to be a really contested objective, which is what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to make things more contestable and a bit more tension around the board. So that's Mythic Shrines. They are live. Now, as I said, we have updated the map pack. So this is Robbie's, shout out to Chiller, who does Chiller on the Discord, who does this for us. He writes the map pack, which explains how to set up all the maps. Now, maps 1, 2, and 3 are unchanged, but we have made changes to the other 5. So map 4, just a simple change. The 2 center line shrines that previously were ones where you could buy, swap, spell items, they're now Mythic Shrines, and they're randomized. So you randomize at the start of the game, you'll know what they are. That's the only change there. Map 6 is the same. The center one here is now Mythic Shrine. Nothing else has changed on the map. That's map 5, sorry. Map 6, we've made both of them Mythic Shrine. So each player is going to have one on their side of the board. You'll know this when at the same time as monsters spawn. So before you'll pick your side, you'll know what the Mythic Shrines are, which can make a big difference. It's another thing added to is choosing sides better than going first or second, which is really, really happy with that. Now, for the last 2 maps, we've made a few changes. Now, this one here, we've actually changed the Mythic Shrine in the center. We've also moved a few things around to make this map a little bit more just accessible. The main thing that we've changed the teleporters on this one, right? So this is the old map 7. So now it's, and since we haven't changed any of the maps since the teleportation gate rule had changed, where you can actually, advance through them without spending an AP. So we've adjusted this one a little slightly for that. So that's really good. And then the last one is map 8. Now this one we've put on the side where the player that gets just one shrine is now a Mythic Shrine, and the other one gets 2 standard shrines. So that's actually adds a little bit of spice to this one, because it makes the top a little bit better. And also we've changed the starting Terror to a starting Dog, so you can see that as well. We've also changed the teleportation gates on this one. So you remember this one, I think the teleportation gates were bottom right and bottom left, and now there's one right in the middle here, which makes top even better again, or it can work both ways actually, but it's a really good spice up to the map. So these maps are live. You can download this map pack if you're wondering. It actually is under Organised Play map pool. If you click on this link, it'll take you to a folder where the map pack is available for download. So as I said, we're getting better and better at putting everything we can onto Hall of Eternal Champions. You've now got a link to the Tabletop Simulator module, which Rich Rooks and his team do, which is it's such an amazing adaptation, so it's fantastic. And also, we've still got the Vassal module available there as well. And obviously, I've talked about it before, got the mobile apps as well to get it on both app stores. Right, so that's Mythic Shrines. I hope you enjoy it. This adds a lot of fun to the games that we've played. They're really cool. Like I said, a lot of games, they don't do a lot. This is another thing where we wanted to just introduce it softly, because whilst there's a lot of maps that have them, we have found that getting the right hero on the right shrine at the right time is not easy to do. We want to let that evolve for a while to see how it goes, to see how much impact Mythic Shrines have, and then we can adjust as we want to moving forward. But for now, it's kind of, some games are going to be quite impactful, other games not so much. We really want to just let this get some air and get some feedback. So let us know what you think. If you don't know, join our Discord. We've got an awesome Discord community, or you can just contact us through Hall of Eternal Champions. So, right, thanks everybody. I'll be back next week for another weekly episode where I just give you what's update of the game. One more thing I wanted to mention: the Chimera run of Raxos, Echoen, and Eidolon are going to be just 3D prints for the near future. We've got a bit of problems with manufacturing at the moment. So we have Raxos 3D prints are already available for purchase in North America and in Oceania, in Australia. We're not going to have the resin models coming in the foreseeable future. So all 3 of these, Eidolon, Echoen, and Raxos, are going to be available as 3D prints for now. It's not something we're doing long term. We're just for this period here, we're getting them out in 3D prints. The prints are very good. They're very good quality. And they are really good quality. They're not quite as crisp as a resin, but the resin that we use. But they're very good quality still. So that was a very quick announcement. I think Peter is going to be announcing something on Discord soon. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week, and peace.